Good morning and welcome to Monday Marketing with Suzanne. This is week 2 of my How to Sell Without Feeling Salesy series. And today we are going to talk about building the trust factor. Um, so first, I'm Suzanne Moore and I help independent entrepreneurial women figure out what the 2 to 3 things are that they really need to focus on in order to bring revenue into their business right now instead of feeling like they are playing a game of whack-a-mole with their to-do list. Um, so building the trust factor, right? So I'm going to talk about 3 things today related to this. And the first is why to build the trust factor. The second is how. And the third is how to do it without giving away the farm. So, first, why? Well, last week we talked about attraction marketing and drawing people in to connecting with you by really connecting with the language they're using around their concerns and their needs and their desires. And when you do that, you start to build the trust factor, but you need to go further into it, right? You need to, um, I'm sorry, I'm talking about why. The reason you want to build the trust factor is this reduces your need to sell at all. Because when people trust you, when they feel confident in what you offer, when they believe that you are offering them a real solution that will help them, um, any sales conversation you have with them, they're already, if not fully pre-sold, they're partly pre-sold, which reduces your need to be salesy at all. Okay. The second thing I want to talk about is how. And before I really talk about the how, I want to remind you of a little something. I want you to think back to your days of being in school. When you were in school, I bet you never questioned trusting that the teacher was giving you honest information, especially in your younger years. Okay, I know by high school we're all like, wait a minute. But in your younger years, you trusted that the teacher was teaching you something that was true. And you had ways to kind of confirm those truths, right? So you learned 2 plus 3 equals 5. You learned the difference between there, and there. Remember, please go there and get me a glass of water. Have you seen their kitchen? And they're moving to a new house, the 3 different theirs. You had to learn them. You had to understand the differences between them, right? Simple, when we look at it now, it's simple stuff. But way back then, it was information we had to contextualize, and our teachers taught us that. And in doing that, they built trust with us, right? So if you were to run into one of your grade school teachers today, you would probably have complete faith that um, something they told you was true. And if you had a question about, like, if you were, say, in taking an advanced math course and you ran into your college or your high school math teacher, you might ask them something about the course, or you might talk to them related to something about the course, right? Because you trust them in the information that they know and they shared with you because it was proven to be true over time, or pretty immediately, depending on what age they were teaching you at. So this brings me back to how we build trust. We teach people, we teach our ideal clients things that they need to know, and we do it on a level that they can get to know us, that they can get comfortable with us, and that they can, feel that sense of, I know I can go back to this person and get more information on the topics that I need, right? So, um, and I also want to point out that when you teach people Um, you only want to teach them a little bit of what you know, and that goes to the giving away the farm part, right? Now the good news is that I just did a 7-week series on content planning, how to do it, why to do it, all of those things. And if you want access to that series, you can go to my free Facebook group, Marketing That Monetizes. That is, if you're not already here. So you can go to my free Facebook group, Marketing That Monetizes, and get access to that 7-week series. So I'm not going to go into all the nitty gritty of content planning because I actually just did that. However, I do want to talk about not giving away the farm, because that is the biggest question I get when I tell people, you want to give away content, you want to teach people. They say, but if I teach them for free, then why are they going to come back and pay me? Right? And how do I decide on how much to give them and what to hold back? So you think of yourself as someone who teaches at a very high level, right? So you are like a calculus teacher. Um, and what you want to teach for free is the real basics. 2 plus 3 equals 5, right? Um, maybe an equation where you have to solve for X, but not all of what calculus embodies, right? Um, so it's about understanding that giving people that small piece is good and is solid and will build the trust factor with them. And you don't have to go into a deep theory of whatever it is you serve them with on a paid level, right? Now, your knowledge in whatever area you're in is vast, and you have to trust that. And you also have to remember that their knowledge of that area, if they are coming to you and if they need to be served by you, is probably very, very small, if they have any at all. So think of it in terms of taking baby steps with them, and share information that is true and that will serve them in a small way right away, but does not give all of your information away. Okay. Now, if you need support with this or any other aspect of building trust with your audience, I would love to connect with you. You are welcome to grab a free strategy session with me, and you can do that at schedulewithsuzanne.as.me. Again, schedule with Suzanne.as.me. And I look forward to connecting with you. Have a great day.